Uncertainty. That's the overarching theme at the IMF spring meetings taking place in Washington as the fund projects rising global debt through 2025 and beyond. US tariff policy has global markets and economies on edge as access to markets is less certain and commodity prices are anticipated to rise.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Speaking Wednesday on the IMF's latest fiscal monitor report, economists said global trade policy uncertainty is, quote, off the charts.
Since the last fiscal monitor in October 2024, global economic prospects have significantly deteriorated and risks to the economic outlook are elevated and tilted to the downside. Uncertainty is very high and confidence has been weakening.
The IMF's Director of Fiscal Affairs, Vitor Gaspar, noted that according to risk projection tools, the IMF sees the potential for global debt reaching as high as 117% of global GDP by 2027, a level not seen in decades.
But even that extreme adverse scenario may be underestimating tail risks because trade and geoeconomic uncertainties escalated, financing conditions tightened, financial market volatility is visible from headlines, and spending pressures have intensified further.
Since U.S. President Donald Trump proclaimed Liberation Day earlier this month, slapping tariffs on more than 180 countries, financial markets around the world have experienced extreme volatility, with dramatic swings and historic plunges, wiping trillions of dollars from major indexes. On Monday, the Dow Jones shed almost 1,000 points, then rallied to make up those losses on Tuesday. The U.S. revision of reciprocal tariffs to 10%, a temporary pause on full-blown rates, has done little to tamp down market fears, and that's having a knock-on effect on global trade policy. The IMF says the ongoing trade uncertainty will continue to push up global debt, and with growth stifled, the cost of borrowing goes up and consumer spending goes down. The US is not immune to these economic shocks. While the IMF projects that tariff revenues will slightly reduce the country's overall federal deficit this year, it says Washington needs to implement a fiscal adjustment in the medium term to put public debt on a decisively downward path. Poppie and Mphuthing, CGTN, Washington.